Over here.
My name is Katherine, and I'm a contractor at Kerrisdale Community Centre. And I'm interested to know what the city's plan is if you are in control of the money, and I run my own business too, and I'm in control of my money, which means I have to administrate that money. And I'd like to know what the city's point-by-point plan is to create a new administrative system to handle this change, and how contractors will be paid if we now have this general pool of money. Because what I see, if you have money that's controlled by one body, you now have a bureaucratic red line there where everybody is getting in line to get their money. And how do you plan to pay people in an expedited and efficient manner? And why, I also wonder what the need is to rush this forward so quickly, because I also know that there's core programming that is about to be launched in September that is bigger than in scope than I think you understand. So.
Okay. Well, thanks for the question. We have the capacity. We have the human resource department and staffing. We have over 10,000 employees that we pay. So adding 1,000 contractors, we have the capacity to do that. So we won't have to create any more capacity or resources or spend any more
So
money.
then I will be then invoicing the city, or I will be invoicing the community center, who will then have to go to the city to get that money?
You would invoice the park board.
I would now be invoicing the park board.
That's correct.
So then I would have to go, if I'm teaching at more than one community center, I now have to go through one person to invoice? And so how are you going to facilitate that with the contractors and create communication and set up that
Well, so that you
up?
know, I mean, it was alluded to earlier that Creekside does not have a community center association. We would like to grow one there. Mount Pleasant has kind of adopted it a little bit, but you know, when there were very few residents initially when the center opened, I really embrace and value community center associations. So we will grow one at Creekside, but Creekside has the same contractor models. You may even teach at Creekside, and we pay those contractors. So we have the systems in place, and we're quite confident that we can do that.
And you think then, what if one community center needs 10 basketballs? Do they now have to go to the city and get in line behind every other community center to know how long is that going to take to
Well,
get?
each of the supervisors, like Susan here, they'll have a budget for equipment, and they'll have a budget just as they do now. You know, we recognize there are times where we're not as quick to respond on some repairs, so we acknowledge that. And so, you know, we have to improve some of that, but we acknowledge that.
That's what I'm thinking about with the improving. Have you figured out a plan for how this changes the city's administration of this?
Yeah, we have. I'm working with our finance department, our human resources department. We're very confident that we have the capacity, no matter which direction we go. And I have to keep emphasizing that the dialogue continues, that we continue to meet, and it hasn't been a rushed process. I met with the president of the APG last February. And so it's been almost a year that we've been working, and it hasn't been rushed. It hasn't been rushed on purpose because this is a very important topic. And we won't rush it to finish it.